Hello, React Native developers. I hope you are well. William here, recording from beautiful Zurich, Switzerland. In the last video, we were looking at building a nice transition when removing items. And just when we closed the recording, we figured out what was the issue with using the transition API from Reanimated. Actually, there were many issues. So we want to fix this. We also want to add the nice curve here to the footer, and here we're gonna have to resort to SVG to build the curve. That's the first time we do it. So far we were always able to use some tricks to build these curves, and then probably we can tackle another screen. I mean, they all look good, this one, and we can factorize this part here, build these elements. This one looks fun with the graphs. I love graphs. I'm not sure what's the meaning of this, but it kind of looks cool. I hope that sounds good. Let's have a look. So we are back into the code here, and there are a couple of issues with the way we were trying to transition, but the most important one is that we decide if an item goes to the left or right column based on the index in the array, and we know that this value is not stable because we remove items from the array, right? So the array is in the state of our component. But we happen actually to have IDs here which are stable and which go sequentially, so we know actually if the item is left or right is stable no matter which items we remove in between. So that should make the transition work properly, and we can try that right now. So here I'm gonna use ID, and so there will be ID. And then what if this works, what we want to do, but probably we need to do it for it to work, is to, so let me remove these two items. It didn't really work, and I think it's because we need to factorize everything into a single transitioning view. So here, let's call it, how should we call it? Container or list. So we have list. Also, we created two transitions here, which was really crazy. Okay, and so here I guess we can remove it here. And should we put it here maybe? And this would be now transition, and this would be list. And you see here it transition nicely. Maybe we should even make it slower. I don't think it's called. Is it called duration? I think it's duration ms. Yes. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I like it. Perfect. Now we can add the curve to the here. So we're gonna use SVG, and I think what I'm gonna do is just to keep it clean, make it into another component. So I'm gonna create a component called top curve. It's just gonna be a simple SVG path, but just to keep it clean. Top curve, and we do need to pass the footer height as parameter for the positioning, which we should have here. So let's create this component quickly. And so we get footer height as property. So here it's going to be an SVG. And I was trying also as, oh, maybe we don't even need to use SVG. We can do it with a mask element. And it kind of works, but then we would have to put the mask element around the scroll view. And here we could have this bottom corner. But then how do you have... So that's interesting. Here, you see the item doesn't... I mean, it kind of does a little bit matches with the radius. If it weren't, we would just use a mask view, and this would be the masking element. So we would have exactly this curve if you had like a blue background. But then this part here would still be white. So you could have enough margin so that the items don't have any overlap with the border radius. But yeah, I think we're gonna use SVG, and I tried to resist to use SVG as much as I could, but that's okay. So we're gonna create a path, and we're gonna need theme. So let me import SVG and path, and we're gonna need our values from theme. So theme equals use theme. And we definitely need the footer height as well, because this one is positioned absolute again, so we can see the scroll view behind. So let's do it. The width, I think the width is going to be, so theme, of course it's not the right theme. Not sure which one it is. No, it's not this one. It's annoying that I cannot... I can actually. I just realized this trick right now. That's cool. I'm so silly. Perfect. So theme is gonna be... So now we have the nice auto completion. Border radiuses. XL, and I guess times 2. Same for height. Maybe let me do size. And so height equals size. And the path is going to be of secondary color of theme dot colors dot secondary. And here the view, so here we see it at the bottom, but I guess it needs to overlap. So this is why we need the footer height, because what we want is position absolute, bottom footer height, and then I mean, since we have width and height should be enough. So here we have it transparent. I can even check quickly. So left, I mean right, so and right 0. Okay, that's good. This is too big. That's much better. But how is radius? How do... I mean, I would assume that radius is half of the diameter of the circle that matches this curve. So why, if I do times 2, the rectangle is so big? I don't get it. But I guess... Oh, okay. Is this should this one be hypotenuse off? I guess this should be the correct value. No, wait a second. So the diameter would be the diagonal. So that would be hypotenuse of this one times 2. No. I probably don't understand how border radius actually is calculated. This one seems to match what we're gonna get, but I'm not 100% sure how this works. I need to investigate offline. So I'm gonna remove the color here and we're gonna build an arc. So we want to start from the bottom left. So 0, 1. Oh, I'm gonna create a view box of 0, 1 to make it easier. So view box is 0, 0, 1, 1. So we start at 0, 1 and then we draw an arc. The center of the arc is the top left corner, so 0, 0. And then I think I have to use commas. And the next parameter is X rotation, 0, then we have 2 flags. 0, 0, and then we go to the top right corner, which would be 1, 0. And I probably need to use here comma, and then we close to 1, 1. Exactly like this. And the size of the corner looks correct, right? And yeah, I'm not sure. I need to look how it's calculated on the box. But that kind of looks cool, right? Nice, so nice curve, nice effect. Nice, and I'm trying to see, you see here, I can even select it. Through the SVG. And nice transitions as well. Perfect. So now let me maybe save my work. And we can tackle maybe a new screen. I'm very tempted to do this one, transaction history. So let's go into index, yeah. And we can add transaction, let me close this one, transaction history. I'm surprised here shouldn't it complain that I need to add a new screen. I don't know. Isn't that weird? Oops. Transaction history. So we create a folder transaction history. So just always a little bit of boilerplate, export default from transaction history, and we can create the transaction history component. And we start, so I guess we have a box of flex1, and let me import it. Okay. That's the one. And then we need the header. That's funny that. I mean, isn't that crazy that timeline somehow inferred this part? It's getting pretty smart. So it would be this one. Title, left, right. I guess it's called here, maybe it's share. And we need navigation. We can copy from here. And we need, I guess, to add it into a drawer. We need to add it here. Perfect. So we need to add background color white. And I'm not sure what's the... I mean, I guess there is no semantic for the way it looks. It just looks the same for every value. So we can build the graph. There is this bottom pattern we will need to do. Maybe let's start with this part here. So I'm gonna do a box because we know actually we know that we need a box also for the footer here. And here also we have just a box for this title. So it's two parts. Flex. Direction row. Justify content. Space between. So here we have some text, right? Total spent. In this one, we'll have a button. I mean, we don't have a button that looks like this. And here it looks like a line item should be flex end. So a line item flex end, and maybe let me do this one. So background color would be, I think we have primary light. Yeah, so that would be this one. We have some text inside, which is all time color primary. And here we'll have a border radius medium. Probably we need some padding also. Small. Okay. We need some padding here as well. Okay. I mean, so the alignment here is different because of, you see the circle, the light gray circle. I'm not sure if you can see it from the video. So actually it's aligned, but we don't see it because of the circle, which makes me think that maybe we should remove it. This part here also, when we log in, we should reset. Let me take a note for this, so we cannot go back to the screen. I have to log in again. Okay. So here total spent semi-bold 12. Let me see if we have it in the theme. 12 semi-bold, so that would be header. Color secondary, so we'll have to change. So that would be variant header. And color would be gray, light gray. No, gray. Do we have gray? Ooh, no. Here it's, I guess, body. No. So it's secondary at 30% opacity. But I don't think it's clean. Like, we should use the color directly. Because if I do secondary, opacity 0.3. It's not great. And this one, semi-bold 28. That would be title 1. Okay. Now okay. Okay. Now let's do the graph. And we definitely gonna do it into a separate component to keep it clean. But since we need the data in both components, we are gonna put it here quickly. So we would have date and value. So something like 2019 0901. Oops. And for instance, value 0. Get time. Okay, something like this, huh? Yeah. Okay. We have resistance. Okay, so here we have the data, which we can pass to a graph component, and we can build the graph component. And that would be here. Okay. And we get data, which is an array of data or points. And the point is date as a number and value as a number. Now, okay. So we're gonna do, I want it, I want to calculate the width. We're gonna need the theme for that. So we need the width of the screen. And okay. So this one would be Windows width, and width would be, I mean, I can, yeah, would be Windows width minus theme dot spacing and dot medium times 2. And so height would be width times, or I could use aspect ratio. Aspect ratio is .305 divided by 195. Okay. Up. So something like this. Put it here directly. And aspect ratio. Looks good. So here actually I probably need the height and not the aspect ratio, because we need the height. So what I want here probably is a sub container just for the graph, and then we use the margins to display these values. Or can I? So I definitely the height anyways. So let me actually reverse this one. 305. And so this would be const width, and we need height, which would be width times aspect ratio. And we need, I mean, just to be on the safe side. Okay. And we get the data. So we need to calculate our domain. So from values to points. So data. And so we need all values and to calculate the mean and the max, so we can interpolate in points. So that would be a value. We need the dates. And we can do mean x is math mean of dates. Or do we need only the maxes? Because we know the mean is at 0. I don't know. Let's see. Up, max. And same for y with the values. And now, so I'm gonna keep it simple for now and not do the margin for the scale. We can do it later, so it will be values. And now for each points, so data map if point, just close this one. Of value equals 0, we don't return anything. And if not, we're gonna return a bar. So we can use box. We're gonna position it absolute. We need the index of. So the width. So here I can create a step, a variable called step, which is going to be the width of the canvas divided by the number of points. Data, I'm going to move it outside. So width is going to be step. And the left position is going to be I times step. And we have bottom 0. And now we need to calculate the, and let me do like, for instance, background color primary for now. We need a key. It's going to be point.date. And now we need the height. And the height is going to be a linear interpolation from 0 to max y on point dot value divided by So it's not max y here, it's going to be height. And point value divided by height. And so let me find an implementation for linear interpolation from Wikipedia. So let me just, I can bring, oh, let me try to bring it here. So this is what we want here. Okay, that looks good. Is this going to, why is it, no, it doesn't look good, right? With height. It's too big, huh? Let me log the values. And the key, why is, let me reload. Okay. Guess that's too big. So let me log. Let me debug this. So height and the t would be point value divided by height. And as a result, this one goes above. Yeah, of course. What am I doing? This would be max y. Ah, sorry. I was... Okay. So that's good. We can even maybe add a margin top medium. Perfect. And so we should probably style now these guys here. Maybe something like padding or no. Maybe a children with an absolute positioning. Here could be a view. So position absolute. Top 0, bottom 0, but left would be theme dot spacing dot m. Right would be theme dot spacing dot m, but probably small. And here I can remove the background color. Maybe like just, I mean, background color would be theme dot colors dot primary light. Yes. Border top radius would be small and medium. No. That's not a thing, huh? Border top left. Top right? Yes. Cool. And now we do the same for the tip. So here we would be border radius. Close this guy here. So border radius, okay. Background color here would be primary, but it wouldn't be bottom 0. It would be height equals, let's say, height equals 24, 32, 32. And we can set the colors. So here we would add color go in theme. Yeah. Okay. So here, I mean, just to, okay, let's do color. And are these color that we have already, I guess, in the theme? I think so. Yes, yes. Okay, perfect. So we can do color is key of theme colors, yes. Now we need to import this one. Here, color is primary. Here also color is primary, it's just that opacity is 10%. Crazy. Is that possible? Yeah, I guess. And so here we'll use color. So we point dot color. Can export this one. Maybe I call it data point. So we have primary, red, orange. Yellow. No. Orange, yellow. We imported the wrong theme. Okay. Okay. And here, Can we improve it by doing a box? I guess it's a tiny bit better, but not much. And same here, so that looks good. Same here. One, top 0, bottom 0. Yeah, looks good. Okay. All right, so that's yeah, I would like to make the margin top even bigger. Yeah, perfect. So that's the beginning of our graph. And in the next one, we're gonna keep going. We need to do the basically scale for X and Y, and probably also clean this up a little bit, right? It's a bit also ad hoc. But I hope you guys enjoyed this session, and I'm looking forward to see you in the next one. And in the meantime, happy hacking.